Welcome again to another episode of the Steelers Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ, and tonight we've got Luke and Eman in the house. Oh, no.
Eman,
Luke and Red in the house. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch! That quitter.
Eman was unfortunately couldn't make it tonight.
He didn't quit, but he didn't come in either.
How's everyone doing?
Fantastic.
Oh, man.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Fantastic.
Before we begin the show, we want to make sure that we want to remind our listeners and subscribers to subscribe to the podcast, hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever we drop new videos, and make sure you like our show, please.
Hey, leave us a review. We like to read reviews. We want to know how we're doing, how we suck, how we're doing well.
All the above.
That way we can do all the good stuff for you guys, entertain you every Thursdays and Mondays.
Right. Oh, man. I'm beat, guys. I am beat. Long week.
Hey, there goes. It's on live. All right, we're good there.
We're on YouTube?
No, they're the Facebook.
We're on Facebook? All right, cool.
Yeah, I got on the Facebook.
All right. How's everyone else's week?
Well, you said Lou says it's a fantastic week. Let's see what he's got to say.
Oh, I just had I had a great week. It went out with the family. It's our last week before the wifey goes in for her new job, so we're trying to enjoy every day.
Right.
Because it's gonna all change from here on out.
Now, as far as with the wifey working with this new job, is that going to make your hustle a little bit more difficult?
No, I mean I'll just be at home with the 2-year-old during the day. All the kids are at school though, so
Oh, okay.
it'll just be like running a comic shop during the day. No big deal.
Yeah.
That'll be
What about you,
fine.
Red? How are you, man?
Oh, plenty of work. That's all it is. And then, what do you call it? Oh, I actually bought something for comic book. I guess what we do with that segment?
Picks of the week.
Yeah, picks of the week.
Picks of the week. Oh man,
That's a-
we've been doing this for almost a year. And Red froze. Red got a new computer and he's already frozen, guys. I don't know what's going on. Red, are you there?
I'm there.
All right. You froze again, man. You froze again. I don't think this is going to be an interesting podcast.
Yeah, it will be a little bit. It's the heat that's causing like misconnections.
I gotcha.
Well, yeah, should be good. Had to close a couple of things that way it doesn't bog down here.
Gotcha. Well, this would have been Comic-Con 2021.
Oh,
That hurts. That
2
hurts.
years in a row.
Hurts the soul.
2 years in a row that we've been out of Comic-Con San Diego. I think I've said this before, and I'll just repeat that. I think it was a good break, though, for me at least. I was getting a little bit of that con fatigue, going like all those years, multiple cons every year straight. It was starting to get tiring, man. This 2-year break, it's rejuvenated me. So I'm waiting for next year for all the cons to really open up, man.
2
Rejuvenated,
years.
huh?
Woo!
Yeah.
And now I don't even know our cons they might be going back offline.
God, I
Yep.
hope not. I hope
Thanks to
not.
those assholes that don't want to get vaccinated. Thanks, assholes. Doing it for everybody. I was hoping to have a summer full of conventions, but no, you fuckers just don't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah,
Just have this finish.
I mean, hopefully Rose City stays afloat. I have the application for Emerald City, But now I'm like, shit. Do I even do it? Do I even
Do it.
Are you more concerned about the COVID? Like a
with them
COVID
shutting
outbreak?
it down? Yeah, with them shutting it down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's $1,000 for a booth, so
I mean, you'll get it back if they cancel the event, right?
yeah, I'll get it back.
Yeah.
It's the plane ticket and all the other shit that you have booked, like trucks, your hotel,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Yeah.
probably people that's going to help you. I mean, I'm already booked for Rose City with you.
Oh, that's gonna be so. Yeah, Portland's gonna be fun. Hopefully, Portland's a dystopian nerd. It's like a weird, like the mattresses on fire downtown type of city.
Are they lighting these mattresses on fire on purpose, or are they burning off some DNA evidence?
DNA.
Oh, it's on purpose.
Oh, okay.
In fact, now their solution to the homeless crisis is they have fenced off all the parks.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
they're doing it here.
they don't want any homeless people sleeping in the parks. And but they've done, it's a perimeter of tents all around the fence on the outside of it. So like, what did that accomplish? Just let them sleep in the damn park.
Yeah, that's now no one's gonna want to go to the park because they got to go through them.
Well,
To
exactly.
enter the park. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't even get to the park now because it looks like a war village.
Just give them a designated spot somewhere, and give them a bathroom and the showers, and they'll stick around there and at least make good of that area instead of just having to go to the park.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't make them sleep in a downtown of a city on concrete. Oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
Remember downtown San Diego, where usually they'll clean up the place before the convention, right?
Yes.
And you'll still see on the outskirts of the town that that's where they're posting up for the next 4 days until it all comes back to normal.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Oh, before we forget, we also want to congratulate Giannis Antetokounmpo. I butchered his name. I still can't say his name. Yeah, and the Milwaukee Bucks first championship in 50 years. Damn.
Wow. I'm stunned.
Did you guys watch the game?
No.
No. I don't care if Milwaukee wins or.
Yeah, I have no horse in this race.
Yeah, but as basketball fans, you would want to just watch it, right? I mean, I did. I watched. I had no horse in the race either, but I still wanted to see it.
He got
good?
MVP, right? He got Finals MVP.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. 50 points, I think 14 rebounds, 5 blocks. I mean, he put in maximum effort for this finals series.
And Booker, I made this comment on a YouTube channel. I said, Booker, the only thing Devin needs to be working on this offseason, they need to hire 5 7-foot guys to just push him around while he tries to shoot threes. Because he cannot make clutch threes. I saw him brick probably over the series, I don't know, 20 3-pointers. Just brick.
Not to build a house, right?
He does not have high, like that Curry. Steph Curry has that under pressure 3-point. Whew.
Yeah.
Devin does not have that yet.
Yeah.
He might, but Chris Paul's going to be gone now, so I think, or at least in a lesser role. So Phoenix, this was their shot, and they let it drop.
Yep.
You know what?
I agree with comics will break your heart. It's government only spends so much on helping the homeless, but never preventing homelessness. And there are so many factors involved with that, with people losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods, losing their houses. There's got to be there's a way to get them back into the society as far as getting them
Right.
situated. But it all starts with people who you vote for and who's willing to help people out and spending the money and taxing the right people to pay for it.
Right. Look at us. We're not just comics here, guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. it's mainly a mental health issue.
Oh, yeah.
Homelessness. Because these guys are not stupid. These guys are not incapable of, being a person or living. They have a mental illness. And what happened was 2008, the last economic collapse, at least up here in Portland, they closed down the largest mental health facility that served, I don't know how many tens of thousands of people. And now look, 13 years later, we've got this massive homeless crisis, and that was countrywide. Obama had to. We had no money. It was the recession.
You had to cut a lot of programs in order to stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, 13 years ago, we shut all these really good mental health services down. But now what do they want to do? They want to put it into, here's a porta potty and here's a, here's a meal. Like, no, like you got to get their heads right. Like I drove downtown Portland and there's a guy just clawing at a concrete wall. He's just sitting there clawing it. And I'm like, just staring at him, he's laying on a sleeping bag, just clawing at this wall. I'm like, this guy's suffering. Like he's not. Like you could put that guy into a $1 million house right now and be like, here you go, buddy. This house is yours. Give him the keys. He would sit in that house and be clawing that wall. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs help mentally. He does not need help like with a house.
Yeah, people are looking for hand-ups, not handouts.
So it's a mental health crisis, mainly a mental health crisis. But nobody's talking about that. I don't know why nobody's talking about that.
Well, along with the mental health crisis, I think people are still big drug users, and they couldn't get off the smack, and there's other factors too.
Oh yeah, alcohol and drugs are huge for sure.
Right. Comics will break your heart. She just said that I live in downtown Portland and see it every day. It's so sad. Damn.
Well, sorry to be a Debbie Downer. But
I mean, my shop, the shop that before I started mine, I visited, not in downtown, but it was on Hawthorne, Excalibur. I took a mattress to a guy one day. I went and got him a mattress. Here you go. I came back a week later. The mattress was burned up. They set it on fire.
Wait, you gave a homeless guy a mattress?
Yeah, I gave a mattress. I had like a mattress that was chilling in my garage.
Where would he put it though?
Well, anywhere. You could it's a thin 4-inch mattress, right? You could roll up and then take it anywhere.
Yeah, it was like one of those memory foam mattresses. It wasn't heavy. You could pick it up.
Oh, I was thinking like a full on
like a full on twin size 8-inch deep. No way. No, I think you probably didn't burn it. It was somebody else. That way they can either not sleep in that area and then take the mattress all the way.
Yeah, it was probably a like kicking them out type of deal,
Yeah. We'll make good on our next I guess charity event with a couple of our friends. Maybe we'll add on the homeless shelters here or anywhere, or right when we deal with John, or who else is gonna do a charity event this December?
Well, let's not. We hope we can get a charity event. We don't know for sure, but let's hope we can get one in.
Our second annual.
We don't want to throw something out and then people are going to expect it. But yeah, obviously every year we want to do a charity event.
We'll help your fellow humans, guys. Go help your fellow humans.
Yeah. And there's one thing I know, Red is one of the most helpful people that you will ever meet. So he's always looking out for others. So yeah.
I just can't give any more money. I'll give you physical labor. That's all I can do now.
Slow down on the OnlyFans, and you'd be
Yeah, well, even OnlyFans is getting more expensive. There's no blanket cost for everything that you see. It's per model. It's like, well, I want to see like 16 different models. Well, you gotta pay for every 16 every model. Like, dude, just give me like a full account, like just like Brazzers or Bang Brothers, and then I'll get to see everything. But nope, they don't want to do that. The girls have to get their own shares.
I mean,
well, at least they're getting theirs. At least they're getting.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the best. I think there are more OnlyFans account open during the pandemic than any time in existence.
Yeah, just like regular people too. Just like, it's crazy.
But yeah, they just people started selling more on eBay during the pandemic. What else they were doing? OnlyFans. They're starting their own comic book stores. Granted, there was
Holy.
a shit ton of comic book stores.
Everyone was trying to hustle, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy how many guys have been like, "Hey, I'm gonna open a comic book store." I'm like, "All right, go for it." Like, I'm like, God bless.
It's like, okay, dude, you'll be my competition, but you know what? You're my friend, so I'm gonna let it run the way you want to run it.
Just do your thing, chicken wing. I'll be here in 15 years. You probably will not be here in 15 years.
It's like, I know how you run your finances, dude, so I don't think it'll last long, but hey, you have my blessing.
Yeah, it's
What else grew this summer? Oh, there was a lot of people like trading Bitcoin and a lot of cryptocurrency.
crypto.
Yeah. I missed out on that, man. I missed out on that boat.
I've been hitting up all the, what do you call it? What's that? Tinder. So I've been hitting up all these Asian models, right? Or these Asian girls, and thinking like I'll be like talking to an actual beautiful woman, but no, it's just a dude behind the computer like talking about, hey, you want to invest in my cryptocurrency? I got an uncle here that knows the market, and I'll get you rich.
You know what? I have not been single since I can't even remember, because I've always gone girl to girl to girl to girl. I've never like been actually single. I can't remember.
Yeah, so if just stay married. But if you find yourself just looking, like just window shopping off of Tinder or even Facebook dating, there are just multiple accounts with Chinese women all over the thing, and you would think that they're legit.
Oh,
and they live close to you.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they come back. They'll give you the runaround. It's like, all right, this she's so and so. She does this and that. 2 days later, she's like, hey, I also invest here.
No.
Would you like to put down $3K and invest with me?
I get hit up with those all the time. Those Chinese, or they're probably not even Chinese. They just find a picture of a beautiful Chinese woman.
Yeah.
I got a website, RKFAcomics.com. Also, the Facebook page, RKFA Comics. So it's Wednesday and Sundays. I do live sales, mainly blind boxes.
Yeah, you'll see loose auctions on StreamYard. We'll stream it through both Facebook and what are you doing YouTube too, right?
They still have not confirmed me. I just started my RKFA YouTube last week, so they have to confirm my identity.
All right, soon be on YouTube.
So, hey, with the online dating thing, Red, you're active on that? Do you mind talking about this, or is this?
Oh, you want to put me on blast?
No.
On glass, just like the last couple weeks ago when you had me tell my story about being mistaken for.
No. I mean, you're okay, like saying that you do the Tinder thing, right?
You're our single friend, Red. We have to live vicariously through you. Okay?
There is nothing to live through me.
But okay, so
I'm like you guys, but single.
Is there like a like Comic Geeks online dating thing that we can create, like an app that we should probably?
I think we should, because there's stuff for country women or country cowboys. There's stuff for seniors. There's straight up just Asians and Russians. There's definitely stuff for our LGBTQ friends, and and then you got your usuals as eHarmony and Match.com, but it just seems like that every one of these have been taken over by bots or people like catfishing for accounts and your money just to invest in Bitcoin.
Totally.
So who do we know any app developers so we could do like a geek themed dating app?
Yeah, especially if you're like going to a convention scene, and that will be a perfect place to beta test something like that, and having single people hook up at the convention that they will be attending.
Right. I mean, like we should try to get an app going on where we could do like you could like pick categories like, are you a Star Wars geek, Star Trek, comic books, Disney,
anime, hentai.
No.
I don't know about that.
You know what? My second date with my wife, we went on a running date, but we were talking, and she said, "Oh yeah, I went to a Star Trek convention last month," and I was like, I almost got on one knee right there. I was like, done. I was like, this is a done deal, man.
You're the one.
Hot,
She's the one.
athletic, nerdy. Man, it's done.
Comics will break your heart. I remember going to conventions. They did speed dating. Just to let you know, we do want to do an event where it's a meet and greet and also some sort of like dating thing. That's something we've talked about in the works. Hopefully, if there's a con next year that we can go, we can get something like that going on.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we would be like the administrators. We would not be. I would be there with my wife helping.
Yeah. We're not there to date. We're the facilitators of this.
Yeah, we'll set you up with a correct partner that will suit you for the day. If that doesn't work out, we'll set you up for the next person next day. You know, it's all about just making friends, and if there's a love connection, good, continue it.
Yes. Yeah. Happy to help make love connections, but I am officially love connected.
I think 3/4 of the villains.
Yeah.
Red's too much of a player. He can't commit, you know.
Oh yeah. I guess there's too much stuff to do in the world before I get settled down, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever you got to do to hustle, you got to do it, right?
COVID took us out for a year, so I gotta catch up again. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about. We've been talking about conventions here, but what are you guys looking forward to most once? Well, should we say if actual cons start picking up? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I've got some thoughts of what I'm looking forward to.
There's only one thing that I'm really, really excited about, and for me personally, and I don't want to overshadow what you guys are looking forward to, because I love the comic books, I love the cosplay, I love meeting people, but for me, it's all about interacting with the artists and creators,
right?
And the writers, and dude, like my box up there, like carrying around a blank short box and having people do little scribbles on it and just talking, getting stories, and that's what I love, man. That's like my passion.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
I was looking at Daddy Doggy's comment with farmers only, or farmer's daughter only for dating sites, but yeah.
Farmers sons too, two farmer men can hook up.
Yeah.
Not here to...
Oh, that's what you call a roll in the hay, right?
Yeah, baby. Which is fun, by the way. It's just fun.
Yes.
Well, don't you get? I don't know about fun for me. Allergies and all that stuff. So yeah, not fun for me.
You're like, let me get some Benadryl.
Okay. You'll have liquid coming out of both holes, I guess.
Whoa. All right. Well, Luke, let me ask you this. I love interacting with the artists, the writers as well. But the thing is, it's always the smaller cons that you can actually talk to them, though. That's the only thing that, when it's a bigger con, it's really like this machine where like their handlers kind of like have this wall where you can't interact with them. That's the only thing that sucks.
That's what now I will say, I do agree with you on the bigger artists. But man, I like talking to those indie artists that like nobody's at their table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's not forget 2018, Peach Momoko was sitting at a table with nobody coming up to her table. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not even 20, even Red and I saw her at LA Comic, or I think it used to be the Stan Lee Con. That was like 2015.
LA Comic Con, yeah.
Yeah, no one was really like, checking for her.
I passed by her, thought she was cute. It wasn't really, looking to get art that day.
Oh, right. Peach is adorable.
Yeah.
She's so cute. But she's married, of course. Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go hit on her, but I wanted to look at her art. But I was looking for other stuff as well. But yeah. But that was the only time that you can get art from her for cheap.
But
Dirt cheap. I was lucky enough. Yeah.
Who's there? I mean, think of the other artists that are sitting in the artist alley right now. Like Comics Will Break Your Heart is saying, Artist Alley is. I love Artist Alley. I could.
Oh yeah.
If they had to say, all right, Luke, you can't go into the retail sect or the selling section or Artist Alley. Artist Alley. Like,
Of course. Yeah.
I don't even care. Like, I could buy, like, look at, I'm surrounded by tens of thousands of comics. Like,
Yeah, like you can get there any other time, but when actually meeting the people behind the books, it's that perfect time is at the convention.
I love it, and especially Rose City, and that's why AJ, you got to try, even if just for you come up for a day. But guys like Clayton Crane, David Finch, Adi Grainov, Mark Brooks. These are Jerry Conway. Jerry Conway, I remember he was chilling at a table. Like, he had a big fat line, but once the line was done, he still had an hour.
Yeah.
And I went and talked to him for like 20 minutes.
That's another thing about art, like the artists that are not like the hot superstar artists right now. Like Jerry Conway, for example. He's well known, well respected. When he's at his booth, when he gets there, there's a long line. But if you wait it out and he signs everyone's, because he's usually there at his booth for like the whole day. He may pop in and out, going to a panel, but he's there for the whole weekend. And if you play it right, you beat that crowd because there's people trying to get their book signed.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, and it's almost, you got to kind of, like my David Mack up there, you can't really see it right there, but that little Spider-Man, I just waited until everyone was gone, and then I was like, hey, can you do me a little sketch? I'll give you $100. And he's like, sure. That's the kind of thing that if you wait till the very end, they're usually pretty cool about it.
Yeah.
Mark Bagley didn't do it, but
No, Bagley costs a pretty penny now.
he drew on my son's hand though.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for him, even to get something like a 361 signed, or what was the other book that he's big on? It costs roughly another 100% on it because he wants to get his money out of it too.
Oh, yeah, I think he'll do it for free though. He'll sign anything for free if he personalizes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's hella cool, man. That's respect right there. Like, if he's like, dude, if you're in this for the love of it and collecting, no charge. So Mark Bagley, he is definitely a real one. Definitely a real one.
It looks like Comics Will Break Your Heart. You guys will see her at RCCC.
Her? Is it her or the dude?
It's a girl.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Come say hi to us. Comics. We'll be at RKFA Comics booth. Hopefully John Jang, maybe Miko Swan will be there. They're both maybes, so I'm waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah.
Nice,
Do we have Andrew coming too, or?
Oh yeah, and Andrew, if he's coming, Andrew, if you're listening, definitely welcome to.
Now, for John and Miko, are you hoping they'll be at your booth?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't they be in my booth?
No, I mean, no. Like, I don't know
from them. They have to be in my booth.
Like, I don't know if like they were attending and then they were gonna come to your booth for like an hour and do some, because like some artists, they've done that. I don't know if.
No, I invited them, and I was just gonna give them a retailer badge because I get I get 4 retailer badges so far. Only Red and I are taking one.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you know what I was even thinking? I was like, how much is it to get like an early bird badge to a con? It's like $300, right? I was like, you could buy a booth and have 4
retailer badges, right?
Get 4 retailer badges for the same price, and then you could just like set chairs up in there. Like,
oh, that's a hell of an idea.
Isn't that a good idea?
would. Yeah, but the thing is, like, for example, San Diego, if you have a retailer badge, they won't let you buy anything.
No.
What?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Because
no, you can buy, man. No one cares, man. That's like half the fun is going around and buying from other
Well,
dealers.
if you have a booth, then you have somewhere to sit.
No. It's San Diego maybe other smaller ones, but like they've cracked it down. If you have a retailer badge, they know that you're already in the con, so they're not going to let you buy um, buy
Maybe
anything
not
from
like
the bigger
free,
booth.
but once it's going, nobody cares. They're just selling.
I don't know. From what I know, if you have a retail, that's why if you have a retailer badge, they tell you you have to get a normal con goer badge, and they just switch it up.
That would be
That's what
insane.
that's what a lot of retailers do.
That would be crazy.
At San Diego, from what I understand.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they get in already early for the retailer badge, but in order to get the early bird stuff, then they need the regular attendee badge.
Yes. Yeah.
I can see that.
So because they know, like especially San Diego, they know that if you're lined up at the Hasbro booth or at the Funko booth, well, even now, like San Diego, everything's lottery
based,
system.
yeah.
But before they did the lottery base, they were like, we know that these guys are all they all have their booths. What they're gonna do is they're gonna buy up everything, and then they're gonna mark it up at their own booth. So they wanted to stop that.
Oh, bastard ruined it for us.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I know Portland, man, there's no rule. Or if there is, I mean, it's a small con. But Saturdays are always sold out at Portland at Rose City. But
yeah,
Fridays and Sundays are usually pretty cool. I'm not there to buy. I mean, I've got enough to. I'll probably trade with some other booths, some big books. But I probably I'm mainly there to meet the guys.
Well, let me ask.
Once you're in, though, like you don't wear your badge. I mean, I take my badge off usually when I'm in there.
Really? That is not like how California cons are. WonderCon and San Diego. If you don't have your badge, they're like, "Where's your badge?"
Well, the security's like, "Hey, you gotta flip it. I gotta see the front of your badge."
No, are you serious?
Yeah.
Woo!
They'll even flag you if you got the wrong day badge on your person because it's like, oh shit, you're not supposed to be here today. Like, dude, I got the whole week. Like, you'll have a Thursday badge.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you then, Luke. You've got a booth this year. When you were going to cons previous years, you were just more of like when you were a con goer, you weren't buying exclusives or anything like that.
No, I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going around and I was buying art from Artist Alley. I was buying exclusives from the artists. So usually they had like their art exclusive. And actually, I was so bugged because the Rick and Morty guy was there one year, and he was only selling them for cover price, and now it's like a $300 book.
Wait, what book? What book?
It was a
Number
Rick
one?
and Morty. Yeah, Rick and Morty. A Rick and Morty is like a comics. Yeah, comics.
The original, the little pamphlet book one, or
no, probably the number one.
Oh, okay. I was like,
oh,
okay.
Because no one knew who Justin Roiland was up until the first season of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Red, what are you looking for once or if cons come back?
Well, right now I'm looking at Rose City's guests, and I'm really excited to meet Karen Fukuhara.
Oh,
let's see who's on here. You got Kel Mitchell, so I get to have him sign one of my Mystery Men books.
Now, Red, are you gonna buy a spot, or are you just gonna like hang? Because if you wait before or after, you got the because no one's gonna kick you out. You can be there 2 hours early.
Oh, nice! All right.
Like you don't have to wait in any lines. Like line that wraps around the convention center takes like 2 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna take a picture of them. I just want to go talk to them, and then Amy Chu's gonna be there, so I'll have her do another commission for me.
Oh, nice.
She does a great Wolverine, Lady Wolverine. And then
X-23?
X-23. And then probably George Takei. George Takei would be my...
Ooh, I gotta get a picture with George.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
That's cool.
That would be exciting.
The last con, Washington Summer Con, he my buddy Mike, Big Ox, he had a comic booth there. He waited till late and he got to hang out with Packer himself from
Todd Packer.
He got to hang out with Todd Packer, and they had brews like in the loading dock together, and like he was like putting on all their hats, and he was like doing funny, like they were hanging out. I was like, oh man! I was like, it's
All right,
Packer.
you guys got to fill me in. I do not know who Todd Packer is.
Todd Packer is the outside salesman of The Office. He played by
the bald-headed guy.
Yeah. The one that
okay.
He's
has
on Anchorman.
He was on Anchorman. His car was his license plate was well hung, but Ryan thought it said William Hung.
He's like, oh, you're a William Hung fan, huh? Why does everybody keep back?
That's cool.
I hope there are some good statues and action figures booths at RCCC. None of the shops that I've been here in Portland have a great selection.
No, they don't. I don't know why none of the shops in Portland have decent statues, but out of the 14 or so shops, almost none of them have a good statue selection.
Really? Damn.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Well, statues, they're expensive, and I think it's kind of a big gamble for shops to invest in those because
they're like Funko where you only buy them at a certain price, but then you have to sell them at a certain price. You can never mark them down.
Yeah. Well, at least with Funko, it's like a common Funko is like $10, right? But a common statue is like at minimum like
$80-$90.
Yeah, you could get like a $50 one, but a good one, a decent one's roughly around $100.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
And they're nice. Yeah, got a few nice.
I still prefer the actual action figures where you could pose them different ways. When it comes down to a statue, it's just one heavy ass porcelain piece where it's only good for being a paperweight.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have an actual statue room, it's cool, but not many people have that,
Yeah, they do. All those precious moment statues that they saw at fucking Hallmark.
Those are tiny, though. Those are mini.
People collect that shit just like they collect the Beanie Babies.
Are people still doing precious moments?
Oh yeah, that thing is still big. Precious moments?
Yeah.
You don't know what that is?
No, they're like those really angelic looking kids.
Yeah, like kids.
And it's really high collectible and just for like I don't know the cute market, I guess. Like all these old ladies would be buying that stuff just like Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Just they pretty much only sold at Hallmark though. So if you don't have a Hallmark in your area, you probably wouldn't be aware of that.
And they're nice. There's some good ones. They're definitely not my cup of tea.
Oh wait,
awesome.
She does have a statue room. Oh, nice. Our whole studio apartment.
Oh, we got to see that. Tag us on the picture.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because
I'll tell you what
I'm working on a fucking diorama of all Gundam statues. So that's gonna be my next summer project.
Awesome.
It's gonna take up the whole room.
What do you mean diorama? So like just a bunch of them surrounding your room?
Just a bunch of them in like poses in battle. It's gonna be in like on a big. I guess I'll be using like an old ping pong table, and I'll just do one up and add the scenery and all the stuff for all the space stuff. It'll be nice.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Well, so what are you looking for on convention season?
I'm looking for, as crazy as it sounds, I'm looking forward to just lining up and getting exclusives again. I mean, the hustle is real. It's fun. It's like this endurance where like it's all this
your poor wifey's the one you're dragging along, having her carry the shit that you're back and forth and back to the car, store this stuff, and then come back to the line. Like I remember that first year where you guys got the Funko lotto, you guys came out of the line with at least roughly like 3 full bags of Funkos that you guys gonna flip the same day.
Yeah, you know the crazy thing is, and I actually looked it up online just recently, but that weekend that we got those Funkos, there was that San Diego exclusive Deadpool cheerleader.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you the story. Right when I walked out of the line, some guy was waiting. It was like, "Hey, did you get the cheerleader Deadpool?" I'm like, "Yeah." It was like, "I'll buy it off of you right now." And straight up gave me $300 right there and then.
No.
Yeah.
How many did you get that day?
Did you say 400?
I got 2. No, this is what I did. I looked up because we walked outside because the security was like
2 limit per customer, right?
I think it was 1 per, and Raina and I both got in.
Yeah. Okay.
So we go outside. I look on eBay and I tell him, okay, look, there's a buy it now for $350, and there's an auction right now at $270. And then I was like, I'll do $300 right now. And he's like, all right.
How much is that one selling for today?
I don't want to. I briefly looked at it, and
hold on. What year was it?
2018.
Just look up Deadpool SDCC cheerleader exclusive Funko.
SDCC. There it is. Cheerleader. Oh!
Did it go up or?
$5.99?
Oh, it went up.
How much?
$5.99. It's gone up.
Oh my god.
500, $5. Yeah, looks like that guy got a deal. Looks like he's gonna double his money on you. Wow, I was expecting to see like $50, $100.
No, it's like a stock.
Yeah, that one.
Impressive.
That guy, he wanted it that bad. He was like, I'm the biggest Deadpool fan. I could tell he had money, and money was not an option for this
How much
guy.
did you pay for it though?
$15.
Yeah, $15.
What?
Or whatever the $20 maybe. I don't
No, it was
remember. but-
$15. Most of the stuff is $15 off of that.
Your whole trip was free right there.
Yeah.
I know his main goal is to have the weekend paid off already through all his flips. And I think he managed to do that in a day.
That was a good con. That was a good con. Yeah, it was.
It's like, yeah, if you can get your money back in flips, fuck, that's definitely you won the lottery on the convention scene.
That must have been the year that I got the Miko Swan.
Yeah, that was the same year. That was the same year.
Man,
which
I'm
one?
holding that set still.
The when we got the Miko cover for Wave.
Agents of Atlas.
Yes.
You should have seen what I posted on Instagram once we got them back at the hotel. I think I had like 40 copies or something. 40 copies of Virgin, 40 copies of Trade. It was crazy.
Dude, get some of those graded. Those still haven't seen their potential.
No, it hasn't.
I think right now for our 9.8 is about 600. 9.8 Virgin. It was on the somebody had it on there for 600. It was one of the Filipino auctioneers. But definitely, it's still going up.
Those will go up still, and when they bring in that character to the MCU, that's gonna.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be with Namor.
I hope so.
Yeah,
that would be. Oh man, if they mix that, woo!
Yeah, they've tied a lot of those. Especially with Wave, they've tied her to
Atlanteans.
Yeah. So
Wait, that's Aquaman.
Thank you, Comics, to break your heart. Have a good night. See you next time.
See you at the con.
Yeah, see you at the con. See you at Rose City.
no, isn't Namor also Atlantean? Aren't they both?
I'd have to double check, but I think he's half Atlantean. I think that's the thing. He's half.
Someone
Wait,
is stealing like ideas from DC or Marvel.
Well, they've been doing that to each other for like the longest time.
Yeah, so that's just all they do is go back and forth.
I mean, there was Taskmaster, then there was Deathstroke, and then Deadpool. So I mean,
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Okay, he is Atlantean. Okay, he is Atlantean. And the mutant.
Is he full or half?
Half.
Ah!
Wait, you're telling me he's half Atlantean and half mutant? That's not fair. That's way overpowered.
Hey.
Baby, come on.
Yeah, that's why he's king of the sea.
That's right, baby.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, lining up, getting exclusive, it's always fun. It's always fun. There's that. It's like an endurance when you finally get it. There's like this sigh of relief.
Well, after you load up on par bars, Gatorade, some bananas in your backpack, you're like, fuck breakfast and fuck lunch, man. I'm gonna be in line with my girl.
Oh yeah. True food.
And then
I'll eat tomorrow.
Yeah, like, I have to get this to flip so I can pay for my trip.
Yeah.
And one year, I think I bought him this like one-legged chair, and it was like the biggest rave right at the convention, just because we were the only ones that had something there to sit on while waiting in line.
Oh, that's called a horse race chair. It's like a cane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one of those actually. It's like 2 horseshoes fold out. You can sit on it.
Something like that. Yeah. I didn't know they were rated for only 200 pounds. I eventually broke mine.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
sit on one fucking leg.
let's get a little serious here. Now, we all know that there's a bit of a spike. Do you think that 2022, like, what are the chances of cons closing again? What do you guys think? Luke?
There's a chance the Olympics are gonna not start. That's
really?
tomorrow.
That's
tomorrow.
I think that's right now, actually. I think Tokyo is like 20 to 14 hours ahead or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The opening ceremonies is Friday night, but yeah, they might cancel it in a couple hours.
Like they are like some major sponsors have pulled out. Wow. I mean,
I think there was a whole team that got COVID.
Really?
Yeah, unless I read it wrong, but there was definitely a lot of infections.
And then there's some stuff with them not letting in like some of the trainers for some of the Olympians, and then the Olympians were like, "Well, I'm not going if my trainer can't go." And then
understandable that they're trying to keep the population of the area small, and that way they keeps the infection very small. But some of these people are like part of the Special Olympics committee.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They need their personal handlers.
Yeah, I think there was the swimmer, right, who's blind and deaf, and they wouldn't let her mom travel with her. I'm like, dude, and her mom is like her assistant handler, whatever. Yep. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, how is she supposed to perform?
She's blind and deaf. You want her to go to a country where they don't
speak English.
Like,
she's in trouble.
You want her to be by herself, just like standing there, hoping someone takes her to the right spot.
And this isn't even her first Olympics. She went to Rio, and again they wouldn't let her have her handler. And the first 2 days she couldn't eat because no one told her where the cafeteria was.
Wait, in Rio or
Rio? Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't know it was. But
yeah,
and she medaled. Didn't she medal too?
I think so. Yeah,
she did. She got gold because she was so pissed.
That's fucked up. Just bring somebody to help her.
Terrible, man. So, what do you think? 70% that 70% chance we may not see cons for another year?
No, not 70. I'm giving it like 30.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, it's low.
Yeah. I mean, all depending on the area, because if you're holding a con in the West Coast states, at least the West Coast states have most of the infections under control. And some of the mask mandates are still up. But if you go to a convention, let's say like Texas or Florida, then there might be a chance that those places will get shut down because the infection rate is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, next year's a big year. There's also Star Wars Celebration coming out that's been delayed. So
Big year.
Oh, that's gonna be troublesome for people who love Disney and Star Wars.
Right here, baby.
What about you, Red? What's your percentage of closing down, of cons closing down next year? What do you think?
I say low 20%. Low 20%, because people are still gonna go, no matter what the pandemic says, or what CDC says. People are tired of being stuck indoors and cooped up and masked up and not getting vaccinated, or get vaccinated, being forced to get vaccination.
Just do the vaccine passport. I mean, show your vaccine at the door, get in. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? If I got to get another booster, like, give me another booster. Like, who cares? Like, let's get this going, baby.
Yeah, the issue is like people think that it's having to carry a we'll get a little bit political, but carrying the vaccine passport is like carrying the yellow Star of David on your shirt. Like, this is nowhere near Nazi Germany, guys. Just get a fucking vaccine. Get shot.
It's just to save your life, not end your life. We're here to save your life.
We're not gonna stick you in the oven. We want you to join the rest of society and be out there with us without having to worry about any diseases or flus.
But they did this. Every vaccine is this way, but hopefully people get it. But you know what? Our last president went way overboard with making it seem evil to do. But he got back. He was like one of the first that got it.
Yeah. So how are you gonna tell people not to get vaccinated when you're the first one to get it?
Seriously. Yeah. It's funny.
Well, whatever.
It's
if you want to do that, you want to kill off your voters, and that's good for me. That's good for us.
It's bad. I just hope everybody gets vaccinated. I'm trying to convince my own parents. I'm like, Mom and Dad, get it. And they're like, no, we're not. And I think it's that age group, kind of that boomer age group that doesn't want to get vaccinated.
Or they're still on the onset that the polio vaccine created more problems than it did, right?
Exactly. And they're the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
They need to get it. I'm like, Mom and Dad, like, I know someone whose parents died from COVID already, like 3 people.
Jeez.
You need to get vaccinated. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But that boomer generation, they're very, they don't like being told what to do at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't heard anything about like a booster shot that will fight off that can help
Delta.
Delta, yeah.
They're probably working on it, but
Yeah, hopefully it'll come soon.
Because I had an appointment at Kaiser yesterday that I asked about, hey, when are you guys going to schedule a booster shot? So we're still waiting from word from the CDC and the rest of the vaccine companies to get the data on how the current set of vaccines are working, and until we get enough data, then we'll know we'll need boosters.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, enough con talk. Let's move on to picks of the week. Red, you said that you've got something you want to show off.
Got a couple. I heard this was a key book. This Moon Knight.
Moon Knight #1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a spec on this. I forgot what it was. There's another spec on this Thor annual.
Did that come out this week or?
Yeah, this week.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that at the shops.
Awesome.
Probably the first thing that got sold. And then this is something for my brother-in-law and I, for the first
Trailer Park.
Yeah, first issues of Trailer Park Boys.
First appearance.
Full
or cameo?
Full. First full appearance of the Trailer Park Boys on comic book.
All right. Okay.
Watch it on Netflix. It's a good show. It's like The Office meets the Trailer Park.
Oh, I love Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
I never seen it. I'll have to put some time in and watch it.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of Canadian,
Yeah.
I guess, white trash dudes.
They're
We're
so
fun.
they just drink beer and whiskey and smoke weed and
Yep. And get arrested, and then they have this RV park I guess manager that does some zany shit and has an assistant named Randy, and he walks around topless all the time.
yeah, they're gay lovers.
Yes, they are.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
It's too awesome. One of the
It's a
best.
great show.
Anything else, Red?
There's a couple of ASMs, but that's because I've been like collecting the whole run since 800.
Okay. All right. Luke, anything you picked up that stood out?
Ooh, yeah, my boy Ken over at Cloud9 Comics. Shout out Ken. I was in there. We were just chatting, and he was pricing some books we just got in. And I was like, I'm gonna buy that right there, right? You got to price. And he was all laughing. But
Motu.
okay.
O2 1 through 3, the first miniseries. Nice high grade set. And that episode it starts tomorrow, baby. I'm excited.
Oh, the Kevin Smith version, right?
Yeah, the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe Revelations, right? Is it that?
And it was funny because I was talking to Ken. I was like, "Ooh, I gotta get that Motu," and he's like, "What did you just say?"
I was like,
Motu, Masters of the Universe, and he's like, "I've never." And I realized because I do a lot of in toys and comic. The toy guys say Motu all the time, but the comic guys really don't say it that much. They say Master, He-Man.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think He-Man is more of a toy collector's thing. I know that some of the comics have kind of gone up in price, but just from my, I've gone to the He-Man convention a couple times out here in Southern California, and it's mainly a toy thing. Well, actually, it is a toy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Totally. In fact, and they have that new wave of He-Man toys that came out.
Yeah, they re-released some of the original toys, but in different material now. I think they're in vinyl instead of that original plastic where it kind of fades and warps.
Totally. Yeah.
But
Target
they're still like buff, and I think came from the same molds. It's crazy.
Target had a clearance on the He-Man with the glider. I almost bought them.
Oh no, I saw those today too, AJ. Yeah, I think they're getting ready for the Christmas rush of toys, so they had them all 50% off.
I don't know about your shop or your Target, but my Target had them on clearance, and I was like, should I just buy these? But
yeah, no, they were all like $12,
which is crazy because the cartoon hasn't even come out yet. I'm like, you're already clearancing them?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, depending on the region, if people look for it like in New Hampshire, but there's a shit ton of stock in Oregon, you just buy them in bulk right there for cheap, and then sell it to those guys over there.
Yeah. What did I pick up? I picked up the Star Wars Adventures High Republic issue 6.
Okay.
It's a book that's kind of heating up right now. I picked up The Many Deaths of Layla Starr issue 4, and I got Deadly Class issue 47. Haven't been able to read any of those books yet, so maybe on Monday I'll give a quick little review on those books.
Nice.
That's all I really picked up.
Oh, I forgot. I also picked up this Rick and Morty with the Glorzo. So this was last season where you had the slut dragon right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the slut dragon too somewhere around here, this place, but definitely, pick that up. The whole set's out now.
So the whole stopping Funko is just you completely just said forget it. I'm gonna keep going.
No, only for Rick and Morty.
But you said you're only gonna do The Office.
Yeah, The Office and Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Those are.
But everything else you've stopped.
Yeah, the whole Spider-Man collection, I've stopped that. I'll probably sell that soon. A big Groot collection I have, I might let that go. I just sold my Breaking Bad set for like $400. It was like the original Breaking Bad with the blue, sky blue Heisenberg, the one that's hard to find at Hot Topic.
Didn't I get you that?
No, I bought that off a con.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I know I had that too.
Those are worth a lot. Those are worth a pretty penny.
Time to
Oh,
sell,
really?
baby. Breaking
All right.
Bad's kind of making a little comeback right now.
They are. They are. Hopefully, they'll make another movie.
Wait, are they doing a spin-off or something or what?
What they did with El Camino.
Well, yeah, we have El Camino, but are they bringing back like a spin-off show?
I don't know yet. I'd like to get Seth Gillian.
Well, Saul, you guys have seen Saul, right? Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't get into it, so I never really watched. I heard if you power through the first season,
Yeah.
then it gets really good.
It gets really good. In fact, it's not as good as Breaking Bad, but it is really good.
It's
Bob Odenkirk's a real good actor.
Yeah, he is. Is it still going on, or did it already end?
I think it's on the last season. It should be filming this last season.
It should have one more.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe if it's on Netflix, I can like power through it. That way I can just. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, guys, this is the end of our show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on all our Instagrams. I'm AJ the Comic Collector. That's my Instagram.
Whoa. Don't we have a big announcement?
Oh, yes. Go ahead, Red. Since you were the one who remembered, go for it.
August 5th is our 1 year anniversary. And we are working on getting some guests on board. We will let you guys know who they are within a couple of days. And this will be like a This Is Your Life segment where we kind of pick up where, how everybody's doing with these previous guests that we had on the show.
Yeah. The plan is to have former guests on the show come back and pretty much give us an update of what their 2021 year has been.
Right, and then we'll also have a giveaway.
Yeah, we're going to have a comic book giveaway. It's going to be an extra 2-hour episode scheduled 7:30-ish to 9:30-ish. So we are hoping that everyone is going to be following that. We're still getting the kinks out as far as the giveaway, but I believe what we're planning to do is you'll have to comment on the show and hashtag C-List Commander. Correct, Red?
C-List Commander. Make sure you spell it right because you'll get Glitz Commander.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, make sure you don't transpose the L and the
I think they got it.
The S and T. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, guys, August 5th, we're going to have our 1 year anniversary episode. We plan on having some guests and some a giveaway that night. So make sure you tune in. It's also going to be a 2-hour episode. So stay tuned for more details on that show. Did I miss any other announcements? I think that's it, right?
Yep, that's it for now. Yeah, we have a couple of things in the works, but we still need to hammer out the details on that.
I'm also doing an actual giveaway on IG. So again, follow me on IG, AJ the Comic Collector. I've got a John Boy Myers Venom 25 that I'm doing as a giveaway. Here's the cover right here, signed by Mr. John Boy Myers himself.
Nice.
So make sure you follow the IG again, AJ the Comic Collector. Make sure you follow Luke Weeks on his IG, just Luke Weeks
and RKFA Comics.
Make sure you go to his website, rkfacomics.com. Buy some books there.
We still have Beyond the Breach books and Bunny Mask.
Make sure you follow his Facebook page, Rare Keys First Appearance Comics, RKFA Comics. And make sure you follow Red on IG, C-List Villainous Red. And follow Eman, C-List Eman.
Yeah, whenever he comes back to the show,
That's his
you don't have to follow him. Don't have to follow him until he comes back to the show. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah. Until Eman gets back on this show, do not follow him or watch his stuff.
There you go. There you have it.
That's command.
Villainous Red has set down the rules.
No love for Eman until he gets back on the show. Two shows off. What the fuck?
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, Sealess Villains and Sealess Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List Eman, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.